Lady Tigers. We've got girls basketball for you this evening as the Lady Tigers welcome the Lady Warriors from Warren High School. I'm Brian Guthrie alongside Mike Cameron. Happy to have you for some girls basketball here in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Warren coming in at 8-5, Marietta 8-8, getting late in the season, headed towards the playoffs here in just a few weeks, and that's where you're going to find out if survive and advance. I mean, anybody's got a puncher's chance when you get to the playoffs and whatnot, but Mike, a couple teams that are typically familiar with each other. They played each other earlier in the season, and no surprises when you get familiar foes like this.
They share a county. They are well familiar with each other. They they battle in every sport imaginable, and they're going to want to have county supremacy tonight. So they're definitely going to want to win regardless.
Let's join the national anthem.
We live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. Freedoms like no other country on the face of this earth. In honor of this great country and in respect for all who have served and continue to serve our country to defend our freedoms, we ask that you stand at this time, if you can, and join in with the singing of our national anthem this evening by Marietta High School Junior Kenzie Smith, the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Kenzie Smith, thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sutton Gymnasium on the campus of Marietta High School, home of the Tigers. The Tigers and their fans welcome the Warren High School Lady Warriors and their fans. Now let's meet the starters for tonight's varsity game. First up for our visitors, the Lady Warriors. Wearing double zeros, senior Abby Smith. Number 10, junior Sophie Cochran. Wearing number 22 for the Lady Warriors is senior Kelly Jackson. Number 24, sophomore Madison Lynn. And wearing number 25 is junior Alexis Tracy. Head coach of the Lady Warriors in her 11th year, Amy Way. Assistant Leslie Arnold and Shan Smith. Good luck, ladies. Now, introducing the home team, the Lady Tigers. Number 2, junior Riley Kendall. Wearing number 4, freshman Leah Lauer. Wearing number 10 is junior Riley Medley. Number 12 for the Lady Tigers is freshman JC McKnight. Wearing number 21 is sophomore Madison O. Lady Tigers head coach in his 5th year, Alan Root, is assistant Gary Butler.
I don't care who you are, Mike. There's something to be said for production value. They came out of the locker room to some Goldberg pyro. We've had spinning logos. We got lights. We got the whole nine.
And
I
even,
love it.
And even on the court selfies. Did you see that with the last introduction? The young lady was there was the girl that was awaiting her. Give some high fives. Turned around, got a little
Nice.
selfie on the phone.
I
Yes.
like that.
And also got it all, covered it all.
This place has everything. Jumping Leah Lauer for Marietta, Abby Smith for Warren, and Warren will control the opening tip right out of the gate. A three on the way and in for Kelly Jackson.
First things first, not even heat check, basically. Wanted to see exactly how cold, if she was cold off the bench.
Warren dressing a small army for this game. Marietta only has 8 dressed.
A couple of bench personnel with some street clothes on too, so they might be dealing with a lot of injuries as well.
Between injuries and sickness, you kind of get what you get.
Right.
Shot off the mark for Riley Medley, and Warren controls back the other way. 3 on the way, and that's all good for Sophie Cochran. 6-0 Warren.
Off the missed shot, it was quick pass, set up on the wing, nailed the 3. That's pretty simple offense, but right now been very effective.
Here's Lauer out between the circles for the Tigers. Hands off to Hogue. Kicks it back out to Lauer. Lauer at the free throw line. Swings it around to McKnight. McKnight into the corner to Hogue. She'll fire a 3. That is off the window and good. Madison Hogue gets Marietta on the board. It's 6-3.
Banks open on a Thursday night.
Oh, my.
Good defense, almost made the steal.
Trying to bounce it underneath to Smith. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Tiger basketball. 6-3 your score here.
No, they had 2 consecutive possessions where it was just a quick pass, set up on the wing, fire the 3. That time they worked the offense, tried to get it to the block. Good defense by Marietta that time, so maybe perimeter defense is their weakness right now. I'm not really sure on either one of these teams right now, but the perimeter shooting for Warren, not the problem at the moment.
Lauer hands off to Hogue. Drops it to Kendall in the lane. She'll kick it back out to Lauer. Lauer goes in the lane, runs into Abby Smith. Nothing there, but a 3 on the way. Front of the iron is no good for Hogue. Warren pushes the other way. Frazee dishes it off for a 3 from Madison Lynn. It is an air ball, and Marietta back on offense. 6-3 Warren, 5.5 to go opening quarter. Marietta trying to get over 500, and a travel call as Medley lost her footing and went to the floor.
No, yeah, Frazee just held her positioning well too. She was set up on the block and kind of went in there a little bit haphazardly. Was not able to make a good offensive play. Good positioning. She didn't move, so it was a good call by the official.
Ball knocked out of bounds along the near sideline. Stays with the Warriors. My numbers are out of order, so it's hard to me
Yeah.
try and keep up right now. This is Kelly Jackson, number 22, out to Frazee, number 25. Back to Jackson. If I say it out loud, maybe I'll remember it. Runner in the lane is good. Sophie Cochran, she's got 5 of Warren's 8 points.
I was just getting ready to say that was pretty good defense by Marietta. When they were forcing them into something other than a perimeter shot, Marietta was looking pretty good there, but that was just defense that kind of got lulled to sleep a little bit. Cochran was able to sneak in there and get a good shot off the glass.
Jumper on the way from Lauer is in and out, no good. And Warren back on offense. Pull-up jumper is good from Kelly Jackson. She has 5. Cochran has 5. Warren has 10. That's math, kids. Hogue kicks it out for a 3 from Kendall, and it is short. 1 and done again on the offensive end for the Tigers. Quickly back the other way, knocked out of bounds. Frazee, excuse me, they kept it inbounds. Frazee lost the handle. Lauer goes baseline, can't get it to go, and it's 1 and done again for the Lady Tigers.
Good move on the baseline. She shook her defender pretty easily, but then when she did meet up with Smith there on the block, and it's tough to shoot over her.
Jumper from the elbow is no good for Frazee. Rebound cleared by Lauer for Marietta. Inside 3.5 to go. 3 on the way is good in the corner for J.C. McKnight.
That brought rain. That almost nicked the American flag that's hanging right above there. That was seriously had some arc to
Moon
that shot.
shot, baby. Only the second bucket of the night for the Lady Tigers here in this opening quarter. Off glass, no good is Frazee. And the Tigers are headed back the other way. Kendall, spin move underneath, and gets it to go. Riley Kendall's first bucket of the game. Timeout, Warren. Their first. 2:49 here in the first quarter. And Marietta has cut the lead to 2. Started on a 6-0 run, did the Warren Warriors.
That was a good move there by Kendall, and the defense kind of, I don't know if this is, I'm probably making up a word here, over-collapsed. I mean, when she was able to literally sneak underneath, and that left an open shot right there to get the fall there. I tell you right now, what I'm seeing from Warren right now is that when they're not really having set plays, they get a couple of good passes in there, somebody settles, and it can be inside or outside on the perimeter, it doesn't matter. As long as they're getting that quick pass, getting that quick open shot, that's working for them. Anytime they get into a set offense, that is not working for them right now. And then, but despite the slow start for Marietta, Marietta's been able to scratch back into this because if they can get them to a place where they're making a play or trying to play, running a play, Marietta can defend that pretty well.
11, Tessa Hefner has checked in for Warren. Jumper off the mark for the Lady Warriors, and tied up under the basket is Smith and Medley. Jump ball, arrow goes to the Tigers.
So Warren gets 2 big shots real quick from the perimeter, go up 6 right now. Depending on how they handle this next possession, Marietta could either take the lead or at least tie it up.
Marietta still with their starting 5 out on the floor. I take that back just as I see Julia Tucker hoist one up. She is a substitution. 3 on the way from number 50.
That was Frazee.
Oh, 25. Here's Frazee. Somehow got through all the traffic in the lane and lays it up and in.
Persistence. She missed on the perimeter, but got the offensive rebound, and she did not give up on the play, and they fed her a good pass inside.
Curling into the lane is McKnight. Lost the basketball, but they'll get it back on the other end. Medley will lay it up and in. Riley Medley's first basket of the game.
Defense turning into offense right there, and just, again, persistence right there, and a good feed pass inside.
12-10 Warriors lead. Frazee trying to get a high screen there. It looks like from Abby Smith, being hounded by Madison Hogue. Frazee somehow keeping a handle on it. Drops it to Smith. She'll dump it underneath to Hafner. Has it knocked away out of bounds. Stays with Warren.
It's a good thought. So Hafner was set up on the block, but she was also draped pretty good by her defender, so she just wasn't able to catch that ball cleanly.
Alyssa Baker checks in for Kendall for the Lady Tigers. Post player Smith turns around. She can't get it to go. Frazee follows it, and she can't get it to go. Excuse me, that wasn't Frazee, that was Hafner. Quickly the other way, Marietta. Here's Lauer. Back out top to Medley.
They could close out this quarter if they wanted to.
40 seconds rolling clock. Tigers working it around the perimeter. Doing a little weave. We're inside 30 seconds.
Oh,
Nope, knocked away. Frazee got a hand on it. She'll go to the basket and lays it in. Frazee's got 4. The lead is 4. 15 seconds to go, and Marietta will walk it up the floor.
she made them make the play. She was able to make the steal coast to coast, got the layup to fall on the other side.
Tucker to Lauer.
Got to do something.
Nobody's looking at the clock, and a blocked shot right at the horn. 14-10 is how the first quarter ends. You're watching high school basketball on CAS 45.
Thank you to our communities who we proudly continue to serve. Thank you to the local business owners still fighting hard to keep their doors open during these unprecedented times. Thank you to all our local employees working hard every day to keep you connected. And most importantly, thank you to you, all our valued customers. CAS Cable, providing fast, local, and reliable service for 2022 and beyond.
Get the power to know more about your money so you can do more with it. Here's your dashboard. Look at all your accounts, track your spending, and customize savings and debt payoff goals. Search transactions based on words or tags like dining out. Check your cash flow daily. Green means money coming in, red means money going out. And you can also set up alerts. Explore My Finance today and get the power to know more about your money. Community Bank.
Getting ready for the second quarter here at Marietta High School. Warren leads Marietta 14-10. Brian and Mike, happy to have you tuned in. Scoring pretty easy. Marietta, Kendall with 2, Medley with 2, McKnight with 3, Hogue with 3. Same for Warren. Cochran with 5, Jackson with 5, Frazee with 4. That's all your points.
Warren 6 of 13 from the field. Marietta 4 of 11 from the field. The only really no difference. 3-pointers are 2 apiece for both teams.
Cutting into the lane and laying it in is Sophie Cochran. She now has 7 in the game, and the Warren lead is back out to 6. Here's Medley trying to get, got a little bit of help, but kicks it back out to Tucker.
Straight zone right now for Warren. Trying to just keep all the passing lanes completely tightly clogged up.
Here's McKnight, bounces it off of Baker, but gets it back. Tigers trying to get something into the corner, and they can't get there. Here's Medley, she'll drive the lane, gets it off glass and good. Yes, very good move from Riley Medley.
She got inside, and then she was able to, I don't know if it was a Euro step or whatever, but she kind of burrowed herself underneath the defense.
A little bully ball there.
And it got an open look. That's all you need. As long as you don't have any hands in your face, that makes it easier, usually.
Here's a 3 on the way, and good for Sophie Cochran. She's got 10 in this game. It's 19-12.
Again, just a couple of passes set up on the wing, chuck it from the perimeter. That's a pretty good offensive mindset right there.
Try to drop it underneath to Medley, but a whistle and a foul called. I believe Olivia Congleton is going to pick up her first.
Is that our very first
that is
foul
the
of
first
the game?
Foul of this game. Couple Tigers check in. One Warrior checks in. Abby Smith is back in the game. Hogue is back in for the Tigers. I thought I saw somebody else check in. Here's a 3 from McKnight. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound by Cochran.
Good shot. I mean, just home rim's just not forgiving tonight.
Abby Smith got loose underneath, and she will lay it up and in.
I mean, it's a tough defensive matchup. I mean, she's got some size to
Big
her.
senior,
and she made a really good move. Shook her defender, and easy too.
And they're not really playing, as Jason McKnight lays that one up and in, they're not really playing outside in.
Right.
Warren seems content with outside shots, even though they have the bigger player in the lane.
Well, I mean, they might just use her to wear down the defense throughout the rest of the game in the fourth quarter. Just might be hers.
Congleton drives in, can't get it to go. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds. It goes to Marietta. 21-14. The lead is 7 for the Lady Warriors.
Well, Marietta did a great job of clawing back into this, but right now
That's because they're Tigers.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Here's Hogue from top of the key. That one's all window. Lauer gets the rebound. She can't get it to go, and Congleton comes away with the basketball.
That was a rare second chance opportunity for Marietta. They've been usually
Very
one
rare.
and done.
Here's Kelly Jackson. She curls into the lane. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Medley underneath, and a foul called in the backcourt.
Jackson on that one.
The second foul of this game as Kelly Jackson checks out. And back in the game is Tessa Hafner. Biggest lead of the game for the Warriors at 7 points here. Inside 5 minutes to go until the half. Glad you were curled up with the warm glow of your TV or computer or phone on a chilly January night here in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Here's Medley in the lane. Thought about going in against Smith, thought better of it. Now kicks it into the corner. 3 on the way from Lauer is good.
Yeah, you can almost see, what was it, number 10, Medley. She went up there and saw Abby Smith in the middle. She's like, oh,
I don't need any of that.
Kick it back out, and that one worked.
Here's Hafner. Jumper from the wing is not there. Congleton with the rebound and a reach underneath. White 10, Riley Medley will pick up her first foul, team's first foul. Checking into the game is Madison Lynn, as Congleton will have a seat for Warren. And Lynn will trigger it in for the Warriors.
Good defense by Marietta.
Medley comes away with the ball.
That was all really J.C. McKnight that applied the pressure to get the loose ball.
Lauer from the low post can't get it to go, and Abby Smith clears it for Warren. Inside 4 to go in the second quarter. Lead back down to 4.
Nice.
Drops it in for Smith, and the turnaround is off glass.
And
good.
you saw what Smith did there. She was able to get her player out in front, and when she did that, she applied just as much of the pressure that she needed to do, lofted over the top, open look to the basket. That was great offensive positioning right there.
Textbook post player stuff.
It's a lost art.
It is. Tigers again working it around the circle. Medley starts, stops, goes into the lane. Face full of Abby Smith and has to kick it back out. Hogue over to McKnight. McKnight trying to find some space. Here's Lauer working against Cochran. Into the lane and a foul called.
And that's funny because Cochran really, that was 10. Medley had the better shot there, and she decided to send it to a teammate that was actually farther back than her. And if she goes up strong, she may get that shot to fall.
Hafner, I believe, going to pick up the foul, her first team's third. And substitutions for both teams. Medley to trigger it in for Marietta. Lobs it out top to Lauer. Here's Tucker. Back to Lauer. Over to Baker. Gets a screen from Lauer. Sets up Tucker for a 3. Off the mark. Rebound Madison Lynn for Warren, and pushing it back up the floor is Frazee. Over to Lynn. To Cochran. She will pull up for a long jumper, and that's good. Sophie Cochran has 12.
I'm going to do the broadcaster's curse. She hasn't missed a shot tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
Mark
and
it
Mrs.
down.
Cochran.
2:20 in the second quarter, and Mike has officially cursed her.
Let me tell you.
Here's Tucker. She'll hoist another 3. That one goes in a foul. Sophomore Julia Tucker hits the 3 and hits the floor. Foul's going to go on Abby Smith, her first, and put Tucker at the line to try and complete the rare 4-point play.
And I'm just going to say it, too. That is more of a vicinity foul. I don't think there was much contact. I think that was, I mean, it was a good shot by Tucker, and she. Oh, they're going to call it on the floor after the shot was good.
So not a shooting foul. Interesting.
That's.
Timeout Marietta. Their first.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
You
so
don't
that was
see that a lot.
That was a very late foul then.
Yeah, that's not one you see a lot.
Well, and I was just getting ready to say, I don't think it was on the shot. I mean, because, she'd already shot it, she'd already landed, and then that's when she fell. I mean, I don't think there was contact there. I just think Abby Smith was just, had a little bad luck. She was in the wrong area at the wrong time. But now they're not even calling it a shooting foul. It's an after-the-fact foul. So not only is the shot good, Marietta will get the ball back.
Huh.
I'll tell you this because just I have a little bit of prior knowledge of it. This Warren team is a direct reflection of their coach, Amy Way. She played for PHS as a high schooler and then went on to play at Ohio Valley College before they turned into a university. And she was a finesse player. She could shoot well. She could defend well. And that's what I can see from the team in blue right now.
Medley kicks it out to Baker, launches the three. It's the back iron. Hustle underneath. It's going to stay with Marietta. He signaled Marietta, then he signaled Warren, and then he signaled Marietta.
A little indecisive for the men in stripes tonight.
Medley has been hustling all over the floor this evening. And she inbounds it off the back of one of the Warrior players, gets it to Baker. Baker curls around baseline and gets it to go. It is a 5-point possession, basically, for the Marietta Tigers, and the lead is down to 3.
And they went man-to-man on that last play, and let me see what happens here.
And they try to lob it into Smith, but Medley gets in the way and knocks it away, and Marietta's got it back. Back the other way is Lauer. Spinorama hit the circle button, baby. She lays it up and in. It's a 1-point game with 90 seconds to go.
Was that a spinaroonie?
It was. Choked up, am I? They try to get it into Smith again, and Medley again knocks it away.
Oh.
Outlet pass to Tucker. She can't keep her hands on it, but knocked out of bounds by Warren. Stays with the Tigers.
Wow. See, I think that's what she wanted to do. I thought she was going to try and hit it off of her defender because she was falling out of bounds. I don't think she executed that, but the referee gave it to her anyway.
Medley trying to inbound it. This time they'll keep their eyes on her. She does get it into Hogue. Hogue drives the lane but can't get it to go. Minute to go in the quarter. And here's Sophie Cochran for Warren trying to get things back under control for the Lady Warriors, who have not trailed tonight. Led by as many as 7. Lead now is down to 1. Abby Smith on the post just takes Medley to. I think she took her lunch money while she was down there. Just bowled her over. Shaquille O'Neal'd her just now. She's got 6 in the quarter. 3 on the way from Tucker is off the mark. Cochran with the rebound at 30 seconds.
I was trying to give you some expert analysis of that, but it was just mean.
And that's hats off. Again, Medley has been working her tail off out there, and then she's got to play in the post against somebody that's 6 inches taller than her.
Yep. Yeah, she drew the short straw on that assignment, no doubt. Nice move by Frazee.
Frazee up and in. She's got 6. Tigers gonna get a shot off and not much of one, and that's how we'll go to the half. Warren leads 29-24. Give me a second. We'll get you some scores and stuff. That's a 6-5. That's a 12. Rihanna's on, in case you were wondering. 12, 17, 18, 22. All right, I'm missing a point. 6, 7, 8. No, I'm not. Okay. Scoring for the Warren Warriors. Sophie Cochran has 12. Alex Frazee has 6. Abby Smith has 6. Kelly Jackson has 5. For Marietta, Julia Tucker has 3. Alyssa Baker has 2. Riley Kendall has 2. Leah Lauer has 5. Riley Medley has 4. JC McKnight has 5. Madison Hogue has 3. No Marietta player has made more than 2 baskets tonight.
I've got Marietta at 10 of 26 shooting for the day so far. 4 of 14 from three-point range, so been effective from the perimeter. It was slow going to get to that point, but it has picked up for them. They've been able to keep it fairly close, whereas Warren is 13 of 23 shooting for the half. 3 of 5 from three-point range. They hit 2 of those right off the bat in the first quarter and only hit 1 since then. But obviously they have picked up more of an inside game as the second quarter went on. Pretty good shooting for both teams at the moment.
There you go. Warren 29, Marietta 24. We're at the half, and you're watching high school girls basketball here on CAS 45.
If you're in search of a unique gift or an original piece to finish your own special collection, visit the Rustic House Antique Mall. Over 30 vendors across 5,000 square feet of clean indoor space, featuring glass, vintage clothing, primitives, furniture, recycled yard art, and so much more. New items arrive daily. Shop in person or join us for live sales Mondays at 6 p.m. on Facebook. The Rustic House Antique Mall, 2909 Murdoch Avenue in Parkersburg.
I've always been proud of the community values at the heart of Williamstown Bank. That's really allowed me to do what I love as a commercial loan specialist, and that's helped make our community a better and more vibrant place. The team consists of some of the most knowledgeable and experienced professionals around. We understand the unique challenges business owners face. We'll all work together towards one common goal, to make your business greater and help you succeed. I'm Todd Cunningham. Give me a call and let's talk about reaching your goals.
So much has changed in the last few years. As we enter the final months of 2021, CAS Cable would like to say thank you. Thank you to our communities who we proudly continue to serve. Thank you to the local business owners still fighting hard to keep their doors open during these unprecedented times. Thank you to all our local employees working hard every day to keep you connected. And most importantly, thank you to you, all our valued customers. CAS Cable, providing fast, local, and reliable service for 2022 and beyond.
How may I help you today?
What if you never had to sort your pills or wonder if you're taking your medications correctly? Our weekly pill pack service takes the worry out of managing your medications or the medications of someone you care for. For your convenience, we have 3 locations and offer free delivery. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're locally owned and locally loved. Let us help you take care of your family.
The right answers right now. Dunbar and Fowler, the injury attorneys. When you've had a serious injury, you need legal advice immediately. Call today, we'll see you today and guide you every step of the way. The right answers right now. Dunbar and Fowler, the injury attorneys.
The Overhead Door brand has been the garage door expert since 1921. And since then, we've trailblazed through a century of greatness. Through technical innovation and human ingenuity, our products have become a staple in homes and businesses for the last 100 years. And we're just getting started.
Call Ashley or Bobby for a free quote today. 304-422-3800.
At Groggs, our mission is to make your home the safest, healthiest, and most comfortable place you go. We know that at times unexpected expenses happen. That's why we offer financing. We can find a financing plan to fit your budget, a low monthly payment, or 0% interest, all the way up to 60 months. Whether you're planning ahead or an unexpected surprise happens, let us help you out. And think Penguin, think Groggs.
Visitors to our gallery sometimes ask for double-sided bedding, which we have always carried. Most double-sided bedding is built on a grid coil system, which transfers more motion than many light sleepers can tolerate. Whether double-sided or single, the main reason most mattresses fail is because of cheap, low-density foam.
At Mattress Max, our focus has always been on quality, components, and design. When you're ready for a new mattress, we're ready to educate you about your choices.
Families are spending more time than ever in their homes. Your home is part of your family.
Honest Fred's Flooring wants you to have a floor worth staying home for because they're the area's leader in quality flooring. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, or laminate, they'll work hard to find the flooring that fits your home and lifestyle.
You will get the flooring you want, the service you need, and the value you deserve.
Let Honest Fred's Flooring help you with a floor worth staying home for. Shop local, shop Honest Fred.
Check engine light on, car running sluggish. These are signs of a failing transmission. At Lee Miles, we'll road test your vehicle, check fluids and leaks, and run an initial diagnostic scan, all for free. So get to Lee Miles and let us put the light out.
At Community Bank, we're centered on giving you the power to pay your bills while you're picking up coffee. The power to own that home for making family memories. The power to grow your company your way. Bank with us. For banking powered by you. Community Bank.
Check engine light on, car running sluggish. These are signs of a failing transmission. At Lee Miles, we'll road test your vehicle, check fluids and leaks, and run an initial diagnostic scan, all for free. So get to Lee Miles and let us put the light out.
I'm Jim Staley. Texting is a leading cause of traffic fatalities, but there are other distractions in vehicles as well. Let's resolve to take care of ourselves, our families, and our good friends while we're driving.
Back here at Marietta High School, it's 29-24. Brian Guthrie, Mike Cameron, you guys just missed us singing some New Edition and some Billy Ocean. And I use the word missed loosely. I did get challenged to somehow work Boot Scoot and Boogie into the broadcast. I have yet to be able to do that, but there's still a whole half of basketball left. Warren at 8-5 on the season. Marietta 8-8. Warren has led by as many as 7, leading now by 5, and it's been kind of a game of runs here, Mike, where Warren will go down the floor, stretch that lead a little bit, and then Marietta kind of battles themselves back into it. They just can't seem to keep that momentum. It's a lot like the boys game we saw a week or so ago with the Marietta boys against PHS. It's like they get right up to the edge of getting in front of the other team, and you fall back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of stuff, and you can just never get out in front.
Warren's shooting the ball well. They're great. They're good from the perimeter game, so that is strong. And they've also been able to almost, figure out a way to establish Abby Smith now in the middle too. So that's been working in their favor. But you're right. Marietta has dug a bit of a hole, but then they've been able to get themselves back in with some, pretty good shooting, pretty good defense. They had that basically 5-point possession there that worked in their favor as well. So, they haven't been able to just, tip that scale just as of yet.
Riley Medley, number 10 for Marietta, inbound the ball. J.C. McKnight out on the floor. Let's see, Leah Lauer is out on the floor. Madison Hogue. And
looks like starters for both teams except
Riley Kendall.
So it looks like original starters for both teams, but Congleton is in for Jackson right now for Warren.
Underneath, trying to lay it in is Lauer, and it's not there. Abby Smith comes away with it for Warren. And the Warriors back on offense here. Here's Cochran in the corner. Working it with Lynn, and Lynn will hoist the three. That is off the mark. Rebound underneath by Frazee. Kicks it back out. Another shot on the way is too strong. Rebound, Riley Kendall. Warren comes away with no points. Quickly on the other end is Lauer. She gets under the basket by herself and lays it in. She's got 7.
That was all effort and almost got another steal off the inbound right there. But, yeah, I mean, Marietta's working hard. They're doing what they can, trying to keep it close.
Cochran over to Lynn. Lynn working against Lauer. Now back out top to Frazee. They'll lob it in to Abby Smith. Trying to back down Medley, and charge called. And that is what they've been trying to get all night. Second foul on Abby Smith. Team foul number 1. And right now, Riley Medley is my earned her orange slices player of the game.
She is staying close. She's doing everything that she can. She's trying to disrupt. She's trying to annoy. And she just got all up in her business that time. And Smith was I don't think there was anything nasty about it.
Just it wasn't malicious.
It definitely wasn't malicious. She just was able to, get the offensive call or the foul not in her favor.
Hogue out between the circles for the Tigers. Tigers can tie it up on this possession. Here's Lauer. She'll drive into the lane. Floater goes. It is a 1-point Warren lead here in the third quarter. Jackson pushes it the other way into the corner to Lynn. That one is well off the mark, but Smith catches it, goes back up with it, and is fouled. Abby Smith will go to the line for the first time tonight. Foul goes on Riley Kendall, her first, team's first.
Lynn has attempted 3 3-pointers for Warren right now. I don't think she's hit the rim on any of them.
No, they've all been way off. The left-hander Smith bricks the first one. Gets the second one to fall. It is a 2-point Warren lead and press from the Warriors. Here's Medley, gets it into the front court, gets it off to Lauer, and we've got a foul called. And that's going to go on Abby Smith. It'll be her third.
And I'll just say this.
What was that hand signal?
He said that she came down on that play. She did not. She did not come down on that play at all. She stood in the lane. She absorbed the contact, but the referees are saying that she was coming down with both arms, and that is just not the case. That was a bad call.
Leah Lauer to shoot 2, hits the first one. She's got 5 already in this quarter as Abby Smith will check out, and Olivia Congleton, number 1, will check back in.
And that was dangerous. I mean, that's a costly thing right there because that is her third foul. They have to have her sit for probably the rest of this quarter now.
And we are tied for the first time since 0-0.
Let's see how they work the offense now without Smith on the floor.
Frazee gets it into the front court. Took her time, but finally does get it there. And it is Frazee with the basket.
Credit Jackson with a great assist on that one. That was a great feeder pass.
Here's Medley trying to get a step. It's not there. Now she's hung up. Has to get rid of it to McKnight. McKnight finds Hogue and a travel call.
Yeah, she was already doing the boot scoot boogie when she got that pass. So there was definitely some foot shuffling.
Get
as
down,
she received
turn
it.
around, go to town. 1,000 cool points for Mike.
I'm glad you laid the groundwork for that one.
I do what I can. Set him up, you keep knocking him down, Chief. Here's Congleton in the lane against Medley. She kicks it out for a 3. That is off the mark for Jackson. 1 and done for Warren. 2-point Lady Warrior lead. Here's Hogue. She'll curl into the basket. Got a whistle. Didn't get the bucket, but she'll go to the line.
Marietta is doing a much better job of attacking, and now it's just like, all right, kid in the candy store time, because now 0-0's not in the lane right now. causing her own disruptions right now. So now Marietta can make some better moves. I know one player right now, that Medley, she's happy that double zero's not on the floor at the moment.
Hogue shorts the first one. Foul goes on Madison Lynn, her first, team's third.
Was that? Oh, okay, that was Lynn. That's right. Ooh.
Can't get the second one to go in. Rebound cleared by Madison Lynn. Over to Sophie Cochran. Cochran hung up in the backcourt with McKnight. Now Frazee will get it across the timeline. Mike wanted to carry. It's not there. Here's Jackson. Over to Frazee. Frazee will curl into the lane. Drop it off for Jackson. Kicks it back out to Cochran. Good ball movement from Warren. But they're not finding the crease in this defense that they're looking for.
Yeah, but Marietta has done a much better job, you know, staying on their defensive assignments.
Tigers man-to-man out here. And here's Cochran for three, and no good, and a push underneath. As Tucker went to the floor, Olivia Congleton will pick up her second foul, team's fourth, as Tucker hit the deck.
And I think Congleton right there is in right now for Smith. So we've got 3 on Smith, 2 on Congleton. Who's going to play that number 5 position?
Lynn checks out as Hafner checks in for Warren. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. It is a 2-point Warren lead. Marietta has not led in this game. Lauer in the lane, kicks it out to Hogue. Hogue
good
quickly
defense.
Tied up and smacked by Jackson. And Jackson's going to get called for her second foul.
Wow.
And in a game that took forever to get a foul called, we have had a flurry of fouls.
And I'll go on record as well as saying that I'm in complete disagreement with that. That was great defense by Jackson. She shouldn't have been saddled with a foul on that play.
Hogue drops it into McKnight. McKnight hounded in the out by half court by Jackson. Now here's Medley between the circles. Top of the key, starts, stops,
nice
spins.
Move.
Oh, scoop shot isn't there. Rebound by Hefner.
She kind of like dug the ball at her hip there for a little bit and then scooped it up underneath. If that would have fallen for her, that would have been great.
Short jumper is in.
That was Frazee, wasn't it?
Yep, Frazee. She's got 10, and the lead's back out to 4. 3 on the way from McKnight is short. Hafner can't collect it. Hogue gets it back to Medley for 3.
Ooh.
That is too strong. Rebound Frazee. Frazee's going to push it up the floor with numbers. Lost the handle on it. And Marietta comes away with the ball. 3 minutes to go, third quarter, 34-30, Warren. Lauer out to McKnight. She'll try that 3 again, and this one she hits. J.C. McKnight hits her first bucket of the second half. Timeout Warren. Or excuse me, timeout Marietta.
And again, bringing her in with that one. That was high up. Good thing the rafters here at Marietta High School are very, very high because we needed every bit of that space.
Lead back down to 1. Again, Marietta has had this at 0-0 and 30-30. They have not led in this game. Warren has led by as many as 7.
Well, they did it first too. When Smith first sat down, you could see Marietta attack a bit more on the baseline. But now they haven't done that so much in the last couple of minutes. So they need to get back to that, no doubt. I think they're settling for some shots that they don't really want. They got some girls on their team that there's girls on both teams that just like to chuck it, and that's a good part of the game too. But you still got to settle sometimes for those shots to block, those high percentage shots. And Marietta needs to get back to that. That was working for them each time that they were getting close to getting back into it.
Several girls, at least 2 or 3 on each side, I think, are played the whole way. Jackson whistle on the floor before the shot. J.C. McKnight picks up her first, team second.
I totally did not see anything that she did there.
Tucker will check out. Baker is in for Marietta. 34-33. Inbound to Frazee. Frazee drops it to Congleton.
Bad pass.
And Congleton's, pass is picked off. Scrum on the floor. Timeout, Warren. Before we got a jump ball or a foul, we got a Warrior timeout.
And Congleton got bailed out on that one because that was a bad pass, but good, good awareness by the coaching staff. They had the opportunity to make the call. Use that timeout. Can't take them with you.
You can give them as gifts. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
I'll have to. I'm just speculating, I think. Nothing I say has any factual base.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the jelly of the month. All year.
Oh, great movie. A little out of season now, but good.
Here's Hafner, tries an inbound. She gets it into Cochran, and it knocked out of bounds, and it's Marietta basketball.
You know, we haven't used that tennis term a whole lot today, unforced errors. But that's a big one right there, and down 1 point. It's giving it right back to Marietta, giving them a chance to get back, get the first lead of the game.
Lauer breaks through the trap. Ball goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Lady Tigers.
Jackson just punched it out of bounds. And if anything, it just resets. Now they get to set, see what kind of offense Marietta will run on this play.
Medley to trigger it in. Bounces it into Baker. Baker ties it up in the corner and back to Medley. They'll work it around. Hogue back to Medley. Has it slapped out of her hands, but she gets it back somehow and then dribbles it off of her foot. Turns it over to Jackson, to Frazee, who now brings it up the floor. Here's Cochran. Swings it out around the top of the key. The Marietta student section making some noise. And a whistle. Madison Hogue picks up her first foul on that whistle, a little reaching foul.
Yeah, things are starting to get a little more grabby right now, and that's all right. I mean, they're just trying to disrupt. Good screen right there.
Jackson to Frazee in the corner, got Medley in her back pocket. Gets it to Cochran, swinging around, and whistles before the shot. J.C. McKnight picks up another foul, and it will be a shooting foul, and that'll put Sophie Cochran on the line for the first time tonight, I believe. Yep, first one's good.
It's only the 5th free throw attempted in this game.
Second one from Cochran is good. Her first points of this second half come with 1:40 left in the third quarter. Medley to McKnight to Hogue. Hogue trying not to get trapped in the corner. Hits Medley at the post. Swing around shot is well off the mark. Rebound by Lynn for Warren. Over to Cochran. Cochran will bring it across the timeline. Challenged by Medley. Medley pokes it away and a whistle. I thought that was good defense, but what do I know? Second foul on Medley. 15th foul. So now we're closing in on 1-and-1s here for both teams. Lob goes to Frazee, knocked away by Medley.
Bad pass once again, and it's given another opportunity, at least tie again.
Tucker zips it to Lauer, and Lauer called with a charge. Congleton hit the ground.
Boy.
Well, I hit my
okay, all right.
button, so
I'd be okay with that call, but Congleton came in late. She was not established in there. I mean, I don't know. That's a judgment call, and I'm not wearing the striped shirts.
Frazee will bring it up the floor with a 3-point lead inside a minute to go, third quarter. Frazee lobs to Congleton. Congleton triple teamed. They'll get it back out to Frazee. She tries to back her way in. It's not there. Now tries to face up against Medley. Kicks it to Lynn in the corner. She'll swing around, has it knocked away by Hogue. Jump ball, foul call. Jump ball. Arrow stays with Warren.
I think Coach Way would be very happy if they just kept possession of this to close out the corner. But the problem is now it is a step-up effort by Marietta right now. They're not really giving them even a good opportunity. I think once they actually get the ball in their hands, it's still so haphazard they don't know what to do with it.
Here's Lynn out of the corner, missed another three, but Congleton collects it. Back to Lynn. Frazee thought about the shot, doesn't take it. Has McKnight in her back pocket. Gets it over to Petty. Petty to Lynn, and a whistle and a travel.
Yeah, they did. Lynn got that pass in the corner, but she was already moving her feet along the way, and I think that is just a step-up effort with the Marietta defense right now. It's causing them to make those little mistakes along the way.
Lobbed into Lauer with 20 seconds on the clock into the front court.
Ooh.
Lauer, a little stutter step. Back out top with 15 on the clock to McKnight. Now Baker. Baker will swing it out against Frazee. Frazee going after that basketball.
Warren is a good defensive team. My
Back
goodness.
to Baker. Kicks it out to McKnight. She'll hoist the three. Iron no good. Rebound by Cochran. And that's how the third quarter ends. And Warren is clinging to a 3-point lead. 36-33. We'll go to the fourth next. You're watching high school basketball on CAS 45.
When shopping for a mattress, people often ask about the warranty. Most factory warranties are in the 10-year range, but that's no guarantee you'll still be comfortable in 10 years. If you're bigger than the average bear, your very best warranty is to purchase a mattress appropriate for your body weight.
At Mattress Max, our wide-ranging selection allows us to meet every need for both comfort and support.
If it doesn't say Max, you won't find our great selection, nor our excellent guidance.
I'm Jim Staley. Texting is a leading cause of traffic fatalities, but there are other distractions in vehicles as well. Let's resolve to take care of ourselves, our families, and our good friends while we're driving.
(36-33) as we go to the fourth. Turned down for what? It's Brian and Mike and fantastic Mid-Ohio Valley basketball here this evening.
These two teams are really picking up. Just within the
Business
last quarter,
is picking up.
It certainly is.
Again, if you're just joining us, 3 on the way is no good and off the window. Marietta has not led in this game. We were tied at 0. We were tied at 30. That's it. Warren has led by as many as 7. Marietta has not led. Abby Smith back into the game, backs in and drops that one in. She's got 9. She also has 3 fouls, so that's why she missed a lot of the third quarter. So now Marietta's going to have to deal with that defensively as Warren extends the lead back out to 5.
I have a feeling good old 00 is going to own this fourth quarter.
Medley over to Lauer, Frazee on defense. Lauer picks up her dribble to Baker now. Baker against Smith, fires it underneath to McKnight, or excuse me, Hogue back out top to Lauer. Hogue stops, kicks it out to Baker. She'll fire a 3 from the top of the key and drills it. Alyssa Baker has 5 and cuts the lead back to 2.
Their perimeter, Marietta's perimeter shooting has been pretty middle of the road tonight, but I mean, they're going to need every bit of it in this fourth quarter, no doubt.
Frazee just about got her pocket pick, but she gets off to Abby Smith. Out top to Cochran. She lost it going to the lane, got it back, can't get the layup to go, and Baker will come away with it for the Tigers, down 2. Closing in on 6 minutes to go in this ball game.
Warren does not have to sit on it in any way, but they can probably take a little bit more time with their possessions right now. Set up for a better shot. Marietta's the one that's got to really work at it. 5-second call?
5-second call against Baker.
But I see Warren right now. They don't have to, but they're still everything's really amped up right now. If they just need to calm down a little bit. They got the lead. Take a little bit of time with each possession right now. Again, they don't have to milk the clock so much. Just work for the best shot you can get.
Frazee cuts right to the basket and lays it up and in.
Which they did, right there.
Yep, she's got 12. Medley kicks it out to Hogue. That's a 3. That is too strong. One and done for Marietta. Jackson comes away with it. Coach Way says, slow it up. But McKnight out there to poke at it at midcourt. Jackson over to Cochran. That's Hafner. Back to Jackson. Cochran, they're trying to get it into Smith. They do. Medley's hounding her. Smith goes up, lays it in, and fouled.
That's a clutch play from a senior right there.
McKnight picks up her 3rd foul as Abby Smith lays that one in.
Yeah, McKnight just there's no way. She just could not stop that.
Yeah, she got around Medley. Medley's been checking her all night and has been irritating, to say the least,
Yes.
poking the ball away and whatnot as Smith converts. The lead is back out to 7. Medley trying to get something going. Leaves it for Hogue. Back to Medley in the corner. Trying to get a little ISO ball here, I think, against Cochran. Goes in. Kicks it out, McKnight for 3.
Ooh.
Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Cochran. McKnight just about got it away from Jackson, but they clear it to the other end and all by herself.
Oh.
Hafner rejected.
Great job by Medley just to get back. And that was, I mean, she had an open look. It was high percentage, but Medley got a fingertip, got the rejection. Now it's still Warren ball, but at least now they got to inbound it.
Got a little juice from the student section, too. Jackson to inbound along the baseline, lofts it into Frazee over her head. Hogue will come away with it. Finds Medley. Medley can't find the handle, but goes out of bounds on Cochran.
Okay, so, I mean, that was a little bit of a crazy play that just happened there, obviously, but then again, that's what made that block so much special now. They screwed up on the inbound. Now Marietta has a chance to bust into the lead.
Unless there's an 8-point shot, they're not going to bust into the lead, but it's okay.
Bust into it. I'm not going to take it over.
We'll
chip away at it.
We'll whittle away at it. We're going to be here a while. Here's McKnight.
If Medley doesn't make that play, then they're now even 2 points behind.
Yeah.
So.
Baker out top. They've got Smith well up out of the post, out of her position, so that leaves room to move. They drop it underneath the Hogue, and a charge called on Lauer. Her first foul. Team foul number 8, 1-1 shooting for Warren.
Won't be off of the offensive foul, but yeah.
That's Lauer's second foul. I only had one. And timeout Marietta. Their third. I thought we were shooting 1-1, but nobody came down to this end, did they?
Because it was off the offensive foul. That was a called charge there, so they won't get the bonus free throws from that, but next one obviously will get them to the line. Boy, I mean, Marietta has done everything they can. They've chipped, they have hounded, they have annoyed, and they just have not been able to tip it over the top just yet. They've tied it up a couple times, but then every time they get in that good positioning once again, a couple of mistakes, and Warren is just too good of a team. I can see some really good defensive prowess from this Warren team, and they're pretty good perimeter shooters too. So, and it looks like they like to go to number 00 for the close. She's the closer. So, I mean, they've got all the components to have a really good team, and Marietta still got a lot of work ahead of them.
43-36, 4:12 to go in this ball game. Happy to have you tuned in here on CAS 45, on Facebook, on YouTube, however you may be watching.
You have options.
Cochran triggered it in, and she gets it into Smith. Full court pressure from Marietta. They get it across midcourt. Smith ahead to Jackson, and she'll hold it up, and Frazee will bring it back out. Lobs it into the corner to Hafner. Hafner has it poked away. I understand burning clock, but if they're going to give you an open lane to the basket, you go shoot at the basket.
Couple open looks. Yeah, they really have. They had a couple opportunities on this possession alone.
You can see Smith, and foul's going to go on Tucker, her first, and that will put Frazee on the line to shoot 1-1. I was about to say, keep an eye on Smith and Medley underneath as Frazee drops the first one, because Medley is doing everything she can to keep Smith from getting position on her. She's about as low as you can get. And when they tell you, you're boxing out and you're putting your butt into somebody, that's the poster of what that's supposed to look like. Here's Medley out top as the lead is 9, and she is blocked by Cochran, and Warren comes away with the basketball. And a foul on the other end. As Cochran hits the deck, foul's going to go on 21 Hogue. That is her second.
And now we're at double bonus, I believe.
Team foul 10. Hits the first one. Largest lead of the night for Warren as Baker is in and Hogue will have a seat.
Warriors shooting 1, Cochran.
Hits the second. Cochran has 16 points and the lead is 11. Marietta has gone a while without a bucket. Here's Lauer. That one is short. And Smith comes away with it. Frazee will bring it across midcourt. Cochran pulls it back out. You see Coach Way down there saying, spread the floor, spread it out. Way to Jackson to Frazee now. Medley will come out to contest. Over to Cochran. 2:40 on a rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith out top. She's going to get two people trapped, and they will drop it in. And again, you're down there. And Hafner lays a shoulder into Medley and is called for a charge. Hafner had a wide open look at the basket, stopped, and then put a shoulder into Medley.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and nominate Medley for Best Supporting Actress as well, because that was there was a little flopping going on there.
Supercell Sunday.
You know what? If it works, more power to you, and it worked that time. That's a smart ball player, to tell you the truth.
I'm super impressed by the way Medley has played. She's not scored a lot of points, but she's been all over the floor. And a foul called.
She's another one of those two-sport athletes, because I've seen her play on the softball field before too. So she's definitely she's got some athletic. A lot of smarts on the floor. You can see that she has a high basket. I love it when they say high basketball IQ, but that she's the one that actually fits pretty well.
Jackson picks up her third foul, team foul 7, puts McKnight on the line to shoot 1-1, and that is off the rim, no good. Smith collects it for Warren. Marietta has got to score points while the clock is stopped.
Another one of those instances, Brian, because they had Jackson all alone underneath, and they didn't even throw it to her.
It's a cut in Cochran, and she puts the brakes on. Brakes like anti-locks. Jackson drives in, kicks it over to Hafner. We are 100% stall ball from the Warren Warriors right now, inside 2 minutes to go.
And Marietta, the only thing that they can
Slapping
do.
at the ball. They're going to put him on the line if they foul him. They're almost daring Warren to shoot it. Frazee to Jackson. Jackson will drive in and kick it out to Cochran. Cochran just about squared up and let it fly, but did not. Minute 30 to go. 11-point Warren lead.
Sometimes
Marietta.
shooters got to shoot, and sometimes you got to get out of your game plan. Oh, good steal by Medley.
Ball. Medley comes away with it. McKnight in the front court. Charge called as McKnight lays it up and in. No basket.
Yeah, I'll go with that one. Good positioning by the Warren player. McKnight.
That was Hafner, I believe, that drew the foul.
Yeah, I think McKnight was almost swept the leg on that one.
Warren
right
burns
up into
off
her.
like a minute. Marietta gets the ball back and comes away with nothing. And I believe that's going to be a reach on McKnight, and that's going to be it for her.
He is going to get an early seat.
Jace McKnight, freshman, has fouled out with 8 points. Riley Kendall will check back in. I don't think she's shooting 1-on-1. I think she's shooting 2. She is. Cochran hits the first.
Another clutch ball player. We haven't seen a lot of free throws, but Cochran's attempted 5 in the second half alone, and she's hit every one of them.
Julia Tucker in for Madison Hogue. Cochran with 17 points tonight. Make it 18. Just over a minute to go, and the lead is out to 13. Medley gets into the lane, draws some contact, no whistle, but she lays it up and in. Here's Cochran into the front court. We're under a minute to go to Frazee to Jackson. And Lauer is going to be called for the reach. Stops the clock at 45 seconds.
They're just running out of seconds at this point.
Yeah.
It's just too many. Not enough seconds and not enough possessions that can be obtained in those seconds.
Jackson drops the first one. I believe that's her first point of the second half.
It is indeed.
She's got 6. In and out the second one. Lauer comes away with it and pushes into the front court. Goes up against Smith. No whistle. Out of bounds and Warren basketball. It just runs into a brick wall.
And you know what? And Smith was called for a foul in the third quarter. That was, I believe, it was her third foul on a play that was exactly similar to that, where the umpire or the referee said, no, she came down on that one. No, she didn't. She had hands up in the air, and the contact came into her when she didn't move. It was almost the exact same thing, but this time it was for Warren instead of Marietta.
Lauer whistled for the foul, her 4th. It puts Frazee on the line to shoot a couple. Hits the first one.
Well, Marietta has done what they could do. They've put Warren on the line, and Warren has answered the challenge.
Gabby Wojcik has checked in for the last 30 seconds of this game, and Frazee hits the second one. It's worth noting that at 14 points here, this game was tied at 30.
Marietta just could not do what they needed to do to get over the top.
22-8 run for Warren.
Nice shot there.
Lauer gets that one to go in.
She had to do a little shuffle there to get around Smith, and then hooked it up and was able to get it to fall. Style points, only going to be worth 2, but.
Medley picks up her 3rd, and it will put Cochran back to the line to shoot 2. It's another one. We're back on the air again next week. I've got boys basketball as Cochran hits the second, PHS and Capital. And we also got some wrestling for you. We've got the Patriots and the Big Reds, PHS and South, doing some wrestling. Our man Jim's going to be on the mic for some Mount State Wrestling.
I was going to say, is it wrestling or wrestling?
Well, if it was wrestling, it would be you and me doing
That's
it, but
right.
it was actually wrestling. Warren inbounds it, and they will dribble the clock out, and that's how this one ends. 54-40 is your final score. Warren moves to 9-5 on the season. Marietta falls under 500. They are 8-9 on the season. Let me get you some final numbers here. 12, 14, 15, 16. Dream On is on, by the way. 14, 15.
I hear it.
25, 35, 41. I'm missing a point somewhere. Anywho, for Warren, Sophie Cochran leads all scorers with 20. Alex Frazee with 16. I have Abby Smith with 12. And Kelly Jackson with 5. For Marietta, Julia Tucker with 3. Baker has 5. Riley Kendall with 2. Leah Lauer with 13. Riley Medley with 6. JC McKnight with 8. Madison Hogue with 3. Sophie Cochran, all of her points in the second half coming from the charity stripe. 12 points in the first half and then 8 free throws in the second half, 6 of those in the fourth quarter to ice this game. Mike, you got anything for me?
I do. They only attempted, Marietta that is, they only attempted 6 shots, or made 6 shots in the second half. They were 6 of 19 from the field, and that gave them a 13 for 44 for the day. So that's not, that is not really good shooting in any way, shape, or form. They were also 6 of 24 from three-point range, and 3 of 5 from the line. One thing I will say this, Warren, when they needed to do it to close out the game, when they were being sent to the line, you know, so many times there, especially in that fourth quarter, they were 15 of 17 from the line in the second half alone. They were 12 of 13. Yeah, they were 12 of 13 from the line in that fourth quarter. They were 15 of 17 total, 18 of 35, so a pretty consistent game. They didn't even have to attempt a three-point shot. They in the second half at all. So yeah, it was just a consistent game right there for Warren. Again, Marietta had their chances. They were keeping it close in some situations. Sometimes when it was getting away from them, they were able to get back into it. But got away from them there in the beginning part of the fourth quarter.
Tied 30-30, a 24-10 run to end the game for the Warren Warriors.
Most of that from the line, by the way.
So for the CAS 45 crew, Keith, Jim, Ronnie, Jeremy, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. Mike Cameron, Brian Guthrie, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time for more high school basketball here on CAS 45.